Hello everybody, we have a new Minister of Home Affairs since, well, today really. I think the swearing in is today. I just wanted to share over video really what we hope the new minister can achieve or can focus on. I think a few points are quite evident in the first one. Maybe I want to continue or actually start with is you must just continue with the business-friendly changes the previous minister actually started to implement, because the truth is that TES was quite a far-reaching change to the positive, and maybe the new minister can just open a second round. That would make a lot of large companies very happy in South Africa who maybe missed the November deadline of TES and therefore can participate in the second round. I do think the other thing is obviously to potentially publish a scorecard for the general work visa. And also the previous minister introduced that concept in the amended regulations. We're still missing the scorecard. So these are easy wins, these are quick fixes, and we're all waiting for this. So that would be quite cool. The other thing is, or an additional thing is, what I would really like to improve is showing leadership, and real leadership. And I think it goes two ways. I've always said in a lot of videos and also articles that immigration, the topic of immigration, is quite negatively positions in South Africa, right? But the truth is that if you really look at the facts, and you can find them at various research institutes, a well-planned immigration actually grows the economy, and that's the truth. So maybe he can talk more about it and position immigration in a more positive light. Secondly, that's to the outside. To the inside, obviously also share that with the department and the employees, because I think, yes, they're not all bad employees, not at all. I think there are some very, very hard-working ones. But the truth is that overseas, but also locally, foreigners face a lot of bad negative attitude, and that attitude probably can only change over time with proper leadership. So I think that's for me a very important one, and that would be fantastic to achieve. Then obviously a little bit more practical is reducing the long processing times for certain categories of visas. I already saw his most recent press statement where he said, no, we want to focus on work visas, it grows the economy. True, given that, and I think the previous minister and this minister will probably focus on that a lot. But the truth of the matter is that there are, 40,000 applications outstanding on temporary residence, a lot of foreign spouses waiting for 2 years, and that's not right, because there's no reason why they should wait for so long. So I think that's one. The second one is the waiver department is completely dysfunctional. The waiting times are 6 months and plus, unless you're a TES registered company. So the waiver department is absolutely not functional at the moment, so that's a super focus area. And then obviously the permanent residents, I hope we can reduce further the processing times. I think Home Affairs would save a lot of costs, millions and millions and millions in litigation costs, because then companies, immigration companies, lawyers can't sue Home Affairs. So I think that would be quite useful. Continuing with the courts, I do think, and I can judge this maybe from our own experience with our own, court cases against the department, a little bit more adherence to court orders, a little bit more respect for the law, division of power would be, I think, go a long way, and I think also just set the precedent for Home Affairs to adhere a little bit more the court orders, so you don't have to escalate it to contempt of court applications to the minister. I'm sure the new minister would like to avoid that. Then obviously on the civic side, we're not obviously specialists in civic matters, but if you're in rural areas and have applied for an ID book and after 5 years you still don't have one, I don't think that's service. The ID number is super crucial for everything, for social grants and so many things in South Africa. It's unfair. It disadvantages the poorest of the poor. So I think that's an important one. Obviously connected to that is upgrading of IT systems. Look, the previous minister knew that. Previous minister knew that. It just seems to be very difficult to upgrade the IT systems. I'm sure the new minister is aware of that, but that's it on the civic side. And then the last one, and then I want to finish this short video, is really maybe I think something what the previous minister potentially lacked is sometimes the engagement with private companies such as ours, right, or other stakeholders, because in the end there's a lot of people in the immigration field who just actually want one thing, that the system works better for the country, better for the people, better for the foreigners, better for South Africans, and have a contribution to make, and maybe an open ear for that, without thinking, well, private companies, they have their own interest in it. Well, it's not always the case, really. Sometimes we just want to positively contribute to make a change. Anyway, bye-bye.